So, it happened again. It has happened again, lads. Another team has done it. If you guys are wondering what it means, by it, I'm talking about releasing a half-season passes that are not half-season passes. And if you guys think this is still ridiculous, subscribe. We are trying to, again, we're trying to get over that 57,730 subscribers. We've gone up and down about 5 times over the last week. So if we could gain that 1 subscriber, that'd be greatly appreciated. But that being said, we have to talk about this right here because, and a big reason we have to talk about this is because guess what team is not on this? In the season pass. So, you might be saying, oh, like, I don't think the Mystics have moved every Indiana Fever game, by the way. I think they played them did they play them 3 times? Even if they've moved it, it should still count on it. But, look at what team's not here. So they've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they have 20 of their home games. I just want to check the Indiana Fever schedule to see, do the Fever face the Mystics twice away from home? Because I don't know if the Mystics have put them into another. I know the Dream I don't think have. And lovely. They decided to get rid of their pinned post, which is a little bit annoying if you're the Indiana Fever. If Fever versus Mystics. If you're looking at this here again, you can see Sparks home game, Toronto. The Vegas home, or the Phoenix home game is there. The Dallas home game is there. The Valks home game is there. The Dream home game is there. Do they play the Aces at home? LA Sparks. Okay, it actually seems like... Oh, no, sorry. Las Vegas is the first one. It is the first one. But yeah, it is a not surprise at all that there is clearly one team that is missing. There is clearly one team that is missing here. And all of these teams, they decide that they're not going to put Indiana. They're not going to put Indiana on their half season. And at least they're not doing... they better not do what the Minnesota Lynx did. Do you remember last year the Minnesota Lynx? They literally said, okay, the Fever aren't on our list. However, when it comes down to it, the Indiana Fever, to get their ticket, you have to go and obviously pay a premium. And that being said, like, this was... I still can't believe the Fever actually put this out as their schedule. I don't even know which one is meant to be the Mystics. I really don't know. The Chicago Sky, the Connecticut Sun, the Tempo, the Mercury. What even is the Mystics? I am so confused. Okay, so they played the Mystics 3 times during the season. I'm guessing maybe 2 of them is in Indiana. Scheduled by Ticketmaster. So let's see, they're at Indiana for their game against Indiana. And then just going to Control F, find Indiana here. The 3 games they played them. Oh my God, would they stop doing that? So they're at Indiana, they're versus Indiana, they're at Indiana. Okay. So their 1 game against Indiana is in the Commissioner's Cup. And it is, I'm guessing, in a big arena. Care First Arena, Washington, D.C. Is that a big arena? I don't know. I don't know if that's the big arena. Care First Arena. No, it's not even in the big arena. They just took it off the schedule. They just took it off, which is hilarious. So you can't get a half season ticket and get the Indiana Fever game. I wonder what other game is taken out. Because I'm trying to think of big teams. Like Dallas are there twice. They play Dallas twice at home. Chicago, yeah, the Chicago game is there. Both Chicago games are there. Is it another Aces game? Is it New York? Is the Liberty? It might be the Liberty that, from what I can see, that they're not having. Because obviously the 22 home games, 22 away games. But that being said, it's still ridiculous. There's another year of this. And shout out Sheila Johnson again. After, obviously, a whole team is missing here. This was the original tweet that I was sent. Those are special price tickets due to scheduling conflict. It was the Mystics last year that said there was a scheduling conflict. I don't think the Mystics did. I don't think they were that bold. I think it was the Atlanta Dream, whose like partial owner went on social media basically to say we want Fever fans gone, and obviously she's gone and said that, and all of a sudden, oh shit, were you 20? I think the year before it was like 30% of their attendance or something was the Fever games. Their home attendance were the 2 Fever games they played. But yeah, it's an interesting one, and every effing team does it. Every team does it. This is not a once-off. This is not a Fever issue, or this is not a Mystics issue. We've seen the Lynx do it. I think, have we seen this? No, Sky just moved them. But like, they have pulled the Lynx. And to be fair, this is the most shameless way of doing it. Offering half-season passes where no matter which half you get, you can't get the Fever game. At least they didn't do again, the Lynx where it was like, buy a half-season pass and get the option to buy the Fever ticket. It was like, buy a half-season pass and you get the first Fever game. Buy a half-season pass, you get the second Fever game, the second half-season pass. It was madness. It was absolutely madness from the Lynx. At least they're not that. At least they haven't done that. At least they haven't been that desperate. They're pretty desperate with this, but at least they haven't been quite as bad. But it's just every team, and it's like, we're in the year of 2026 where you're still seeing, like, I literally am seeing, I saw the viral post, and by the way, I quote tweeted it, and like, I saw people talk again about how Caitlin Clark doesn't deserve to be top in college because she didn't win a natty. But it's 2024 all over again. Like, I just can't believe all of this stuff. Like, you look on Twitter, and there are people talking about how Gino didn't want Caitlin Clark as a 15-year-old. Yeah, no shit. Like, Caitlin Clark was not the best player in the country as a 15-year-old. Okay, cool. Do you know who was the better player than LeBron James at 15? Lenny Cook, who never made the NBA. So yeah, all it is is just getting ridiculous. And if we're being real here, this entire situation is just getting mad. It's getting mad, but it's literally like we're 2024 all over again, where of course it's the teams where it was you've got on one end you've got Cheryl Reeve from the Minnesota Lynx saying we don't care about Caitlin Clark, and on the other hand you've got Sheila Johnson saying why can't the whole WNBA be on the cover, and the Dream, who have moved the Fever's games more than any other team, their owner has said they don't want Fever fans involved, and I'm like, well, you don't get this fucking CBA if that happens for all these players. So yeah, it's mad. It's mad. That's the only way that I can describe it right now. It is genuinely mad seeing this type of stuff. And the fact, again, we are literally in the year of 2026. Caitlin's about to start year 3. Not year 1, not year 2, year 3. Year 3. And people are still trying to say she lost 3 years ago. Lost a college game, so therefore is a fraud. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Could you imagine if, I'm just thinking off the top of my head, like, Derrick Rose. So Derrick Rose, if I'm not mistaken, so he lost to Mario Chalmers. Mario Chalmers hit the game winner for Kansas in the NCAA championship. Could you imagine if, while Derrick Rose was in year 3 winning MVP, if there was a whole bunch of fans saying, you're actually a fraud. You're a fraud who can't win anything. He shouldn't have won MVP because he's not a winner. He's 21 years old, led a team to 60 wins, and they took on LeBron. He does in the playoffs, but it doesn't matter because Mario Chalmers beat them in the NCAA championship. Like, it's that equivalent. It's mental. What world do we live in?